I'm happy. Let's begin. I have to get that. I love your little intro dance you do every time the music starts playing. How's it go? Just the hands just start going up in the air.
I don't even think about it. The first thing I feel like doing is
the old finger up. Just do it. Let's see it again. It just makes him go, you know?
Don't do it again, please. I can't control it.
Welcome to another episode of 4 o'clock somewhere, everyone.
This is unbelievable, and I this is pretty exciting. I can't wait to get to the verdict of the week, of course, because it's something that I really feel we had to talk about.
Well, we've just been down at the Bottle-O, and old Gav at the Bottle-O, he watches the podcast. Shout out, Gav.
Yeah, shout out, Gav.
And he's like, oh, what are you talking about today? And we mentioned, we're talking about Raygun.
Oh, we had to.
Boy, did he go on a rant. Oh, he had something to say about it.
Well, he went on a wonderful rant, and justified too, because it's absolutely splitting the nation. What is going on? Well, let's go right back to the start. You know, at the beginning of the Olympics, at the opening ceremony, something we never spoke about because we thought, we'll just leave that run.
I think this whole Olympics, man, it's just been a controversy. I'm not going to lie. This is the first Olympics I think I didn't watch a single part of the Olympics. Yeah. But I feel like I've heard more about this Olympics than many of them.
Yeah.
Man, it's just been nothing but controversy out of this Olympics.
Well, I think the way that they started, it was so controversial, I turned it off. Yeah. In fact, it was Raygun that allowed me to turn it back on because I thought, wow, what is going on?
Oh, so you did watch some of the Olympics?
I watched some of Raygun's dancing.
Oh, you did? Like live?
Yeah, no, recorded.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Like usually, most Olympics, especially growing up and stuff, man, I'd be glued to the TV watching the Olympics. But man, this time around, didn't. I wish I watched the skating. I had every intention to watch the skateboarding, but I still, because I think it's like overnight and like late nights with time differences and stuff. So I didn't end up watching any of it.
I think you had a good point before. Remember back in the day, the Olympics,
it's been huge.
It was huge, and it involved the crowd. It involved people. Everybody was a part of certain aspects of the opening ceremony. Whereas this, for some reason, it was more for the theatrics of camera and editing and everything else. I mean, there were no crowds. It was just so staged. It felt quite stale to me. But that's just my opinion. And of course, the controversy on top just kind of turned my stomach.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get deep into it. Let's start off on a light note, hey?
Oh, yes.
I got some dad jokes up my sleeve. I got some bangers for us today.
Please make me laugh, mate, because I need a good belly laugh today.
What did the dad say when he put his car in reverse?
I have no idea.
This takes me back.
Okay. Are we going there, are we? We're going there. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Why do watermelons get married?
I have no idea.
Because they cantaloupe.
But they're not, the cantaloupe, isn't that rock melon?
Don't go there, mate.
That's rock melons.
Let's just move on.
You fucked up.
It makes absolute fucking sense.
I don't think it does.
They cantaloupe. Cantaloupe
Is rock melon, though. I think. Am I wrong?
Anyway, next joke. Thought it was a vegetable.
Yeah, cantaloupe. That's a rock melon. Anyway, so I was down at the tuxedo store the other day, and I walk in, and the owner's just hovering around me the whole time. And so I said, "Hey mate, do you mind just leaving me alone?" And he said, "Fine, suit yourself." Did I deliver that shit?
Oh, no, I think you delivered it very.
It just wasn't funny?
Actually, that's the best delivery of a joke of all time.
It's just not funny?
Nah, it was brilliant.
Nah, I liked that one.
Yeah.
Fine, suit yourself.
Yeah, I like it. What do you call an Indian in a skip bin?
This better not be racist, mate. What is it?
Rummaging. Rummaging.
Is it racist? Nah, it's not racist.
Oh,
no, I don't think so.
No,
what is racism?
Mate, I have many Indian friends. In fact, I used to do Bollywood. I'm all about India. Great jokes.
You used to do Bollywood?
I did it for a little bit, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Clearly not the singing.
I wasn't that good at it.
What, you were a Bollywood dancer or actor or what?
We had a 20-minute segment at the Jupiter show like 20 years ago. 15. Yeah, we had a little. And every Tuesday night, half of the audience would be full of Indian people. And not only did they love the segment, mate, we'd drink with them later. They are the greatest bunch of people.
But no, let's go. So Bollywood,
Yeah.
what did you do? Dancing?
Oh, it was like a medley of the hits at that time of Bollywood, and it was all choreographed with dances. Oh, it was all that. It was fantastic.
What was his name?
Rummaging.
Punjab MC or something, was it?
Oh, who?
Was it? No, who was that? The MC.
I don't know. You're telling the story, mate. Oh, DJ Rummaging.
Anyway. What is racism these days anyway? I think I think all the sexism, racism, they all have the loosest of terms these days. Man, people have gotten soft, haven't they?
Well, I just think, look, this is something we really should talk about at some point, but I even laugh at blackface. Like,
yeah,
there was a time, I personally don't see a problem with somebody dressing up.
What is the problem? It's in, I think it's more racist to say you can't put black on your face. That's being non-inclusive.
I tend to
Isn't
agree.
that the racism?
I tend to agree. I mean, that's just my own opinion on it. I think people have become so sensitive and caught up in what is right and wrong, or what they feel is right and wrong, pushed by the media. I don't really know, but what's wrong with
like if you put talcum powder on your face, is that racist because it's white?
Well, it's the same sort of thing. I don't
It's
think it is.
exact same. I don't get this whole blackface. And where did this blackface thing start from?
Well, it's not only that. It's like, look, I can't see why we just can't laugh at ourselves, period. I think it is what it is. If someone wants to be offended, well, they have that choice of being offended.
Yeah, fuck black people.
Hey, I'm right here.
Mate,
Yeah,
you can't see. This is the thing. You
Yeah.
can't claim to be black, mate. You're from Dolby.
No,
You're
I'm-
just a bit tanned out from the country.
Mate, I'm. Yeah, actually, you're dead right. I was born in Dolby, but it is what it is. I sit on the fence, so I'm both black and I'm white. And
Are you are you
white.
half caste as well? Because my dad's
Yeah.
dark. Well, you're not even allowed to say black these
Well,
days.
mate,
are you?
exactly. Well, my mum is Māori. My dad is blue-eyed white, Aussie.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I'm a Mozzie, basically. I'm right in the middle. Yeah.
I like that, Muzzy.
Yeah. So I can I swing both sides, but I just think we can have a joke, can't we?
I think so.
other
Well,
races?
us especially like we're in a good position where
Yeah.
my mum's white, my dad's black, dark, whatever you want to say.
Your dad is wonderfully black, and I love it. Like, we have that connection, right? Fiji.
Being racist?
Well, I feel like I'm not, but am I? But we have that connection, right? We have a house in Fiji. Your dad is Fijian. But he's, like I say, wonderfully Fiji. They're the most beautiful people you'll ever meet. And Polynesians in general.
Yeah, but
fact,
we're in the good spot. I don't think we can we can say something that's like, well, I'm half this. Doesn't matter. I can say it.
Yeah. I don't see black or white. I just see a spirit.
Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're there. We're there already.
I need to get this off my chest soon. No, I got a beef. And this, it happens this week. It happens every week. And it just does my head in. Like, when you have a mate that texts you, but like doesn't finish what they need to say. Like, they'll just be like, yo, send. It's like, do I really need to say back, yo, what up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, just, it's a text message. Say everything you need to say,
Yes.
all in the one message. Like, you get a text message, yo. It's like,
It's called fishing.
What?
Yeah.
Like, why do you need me to respond to yo before you just, or just say, hey, bro?
It's
like,
called,
what?
Yeah, no.
Say the rest of it.
No, there's a reason behind it.
What?
It's called text fishing. They're lonely, or they're bored, or maybe they want to hang out with you. Maybe because you're a good guy.
Yeah, just
You're a
say
good
it in
guy.
the message then.
Well, you
hey, bro, what are you doing? Keen to hang out? That can all go
but
in one text message. You know what I mean?
But that shows a weakness, right? Maybe they just don't want to show that weakness. Like, they don't want to give it away that they're bored and they need, that maybe they just need, yeah, mate. And then you go, hey, bro, what are you up to? And then they sort of,
See, this is where it gets funny though. Sometimes they'll message like, hey, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, what's going on? Not much. And then they pin the conversation on me.
yeah.
It's like, bro, you just messaged me. Like, did you have something to say, or am I now in charge of this conversation?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it does my head in.
Mate.
If you're going to text someone, just send them the whole bloody thing.
But don't you have a common response that you reply to those texts with?
No, I don't. I don't end up responding.
Oh, well, that's a cool thing. Well, that's just rude, but that's okay.
No, it's
that's fine. But you have to respond, right?
At some point. But man, it's like, oh, hey, bro. It's like, yeah. Are you sending more to that? It's like me sending a letter to you. Imagine back in the old days where we had to pen pal each other.
Do you know my response to all that?
Hey, Tony. I wait for you to send me a letter back saying, hi, Jashan. How can I help you today?
That'd give you the shits.
Oh, man.
Pal.
Oh, it gives me the shits through text message. Yeah. Don't do it.
No,
don't be that dude.
No, well, but maybe it's in the reply.
You know I'm talking about you, don't I?
I do know what you're talking about, but it's in the reply. So if you sent to me, oi, I would reply, what's happening? ? So it's on you.
Yeah, see, does that not piss you off though?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I know that they're reaching out. They're reaching out. They want something. They want to hang with me. They want to have a drink. They want to
just say it.
No, I get it. But how's that any different? I absolutely get it. How's that any different from somebody on Facebook going like
different story? If you
on a post,
mate, if you're sitting on MSN Messenger, does anyone still do that? If you're sitting on MSN Messenger, different story. You're in chat mode. Texting is a different thing.
But how's that any different from somebody on Facebook and on a post? They just go, I can't believe he did that. You're reading this thing, you're going, what?
As like, in like a title to a video?
Yeah, they're reaching out.
Oh, see, I'm guilty for that. But that's clickbait.
It's clickbait.
You got to get some views somehow, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a few friends that do that. But I think you
Tony, I need my 5 minutes of fame, mate. I got to get you to watch.
I think you need to come up with a response like mine. Mine is, what's happening? Yeah, because I get it all the time.
Yeah, no, I get it. Half the time I do end up saying that. It's like, what's happening? But man, it just slows down.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be sitting. It's like, hey man, what's happening?
Yeah.
Not much. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, I'm just sitting here having a cup of tea. What are you doing? It's like, fuck off. Just tell me what you're messaging me for.
I didn't have time to sit around J-Car for 40 minutes either to buy these LED transformer shit, but I had to do it. Yeah. I did it. Why is it when there's an event, like a big event that you're preparing for, in this case, it's my father's birthday, a very big event in that mum's coming over from New Zealand, all the family coming down from the Whitsundays, Melbourne are coming up. A week and a half it has been...
Of family? Yeah. Is that what you...
Yep.
Yeah, your family in town?
Yeah,
that's your beef of the week.
All the family.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm going to get you in trouble here.
That's my beef.
Sorry, I'll let you finish.
The in-laws. No, but for a week and a half, it has been raining all day, every day.
Yeah.
Right? And now what's made it hard is we're logistically trying to sort everybody out between two houses 400 metres apart. So I'm carrying mattresses to and from houses. We've had to set up 6 bedrooms, and it's rained. So you got to wait for a gap, which lasts. Well, the rain has actually wet some of the mattresses. Like it's just been full on. So it's truly been mayhem. It's raining as we speak. The party is in 2 days, and we still haven't moved a lot of stuff because it's just been almost monsoonal.
Yeah.
Is that a word? It's been quite crazy. So my beef is
weather.
Right when you need it to be sunny.
We're talking about the weather. Must be episode 11, hey?
Yeah. Right when you need it to be sunny, it's raining. It's raining. But and then I look into it. I look in a little bit deeper because I was born and raised on a wheat farm till I was 18. Right? Yeah. And our life evolved around the weather. And for 3 times in a year, you could rely on the monsoons to come across and water the wheat and the sorghum and the corn and everything and the soybeans and everything without fail. And I know I'm stepping into a grey area here.
He's doing it.
Well, I just feel, in fact, I'm sure the weather has changed.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, the weather patterns aren't the same as they used to be. And I say this because we still have family.
Like, are you like global warming and stuff, or what are you talking about here?
No, not global warming.
Okay, thank God.
No, there's something more. And I say this, we sold our farms 15 years ago, but I still have family and friends out at Pittsworth, Dalby, Cecil Plains, working on farms that will attest to the fact that the rains don't come like they used to. Something has changed. Now,
they don't come like they used to, as in less or more?
Far less. Farmers are...
Far less rain?
Far less rain.
Okay.
Far, far less. And to the point where, farmers are suffering. Suicidal rate amongst farmers is through the roof. But what has changed? Now, my question is, you can't be they talk about the magnetic poles and everything else. Or is it something more sinister?
See, the conspiracy side is, though, that they're cloud seeding and all this and making it rain more. So it doesn't really make sense to what you're saying. So I would argue the two cancel each other out.
Well,
because I haven't heard the conspiracy that they're making it a drought.
Well, I'm just saying.
Have you? Is that so? That's the thing. It's less rain.
Well, there's people saying that they have means of creating earthquakes, maybe, or changing the weather patterns for the worse of humanity, not so much for the better of humanity. Now, if that's true, I'm not saying it is.
How do they? I'm not gonna lie. I haven't looked too far into this stuff. But what do they say they're doing to make it not rain?
Well, it depends on who's controlling it, right?
And who is that?
Well, and what their agenda is.
Mother Nature. That bitch.
Why is it Mother Nature too, by the way? What happened to Father Nature? You know what I mean? But I think it's a question that it's worth asking.
Yeah, where's the equality, actually?
Yeah.
No, I'm going on a stand.
And why did it happen in the week that I'm setting up for a party? I reckon the government's involved. That's what I'm thinking. Harpo.
What's Harpo again?
I don't know. I just read it.
See, yeah, I'd love to go deep in this topic, but I'm just not well versed enough in it, So anything I say is just me talking shit off the top of my head. But I'm willing to give it a go.
Well, I think it's always good to open up that little can of worms and just see where it goes. But all I'm saying is that it just rains when you don't want it to, and it doesn't rain when you want it to, and it's more than just a party for tone. It's been going on for decades and affecting hundreds of thousands of families for the worse. Now, I just think we're posing the question here. Is it something? Is it something beyond our comprehension? Not just Mother Nature.
I'm sure there's people out there that have looked deep into this stuff. People do. They go down massive rabbit holes. I'm not one of those people. I don't know, guys. I love a good rabbit hole, but hey, if you've got some good links, send me something. You know, this whole weather, what do you call it? Weather control or whatever?
Weather control.
You guys let me know. I'm happy to go down a rabbit hole. And then maybe I feel like I could probably talk about it more.
Let's go down that hole.
Right now, I don't feel like I've got too much to say.
Let's go down that hole. But having said that, I still have 2 mattresses to move before Saturday, and I need your help. And it's pouring,
I'm going down a rabbit hole. I don't have time, mate.
Pouring bloody rain.
Maybe just build a massive rabbit hole and tunnel your way through.
First of all, say Mother Nature, sort your shit out. And the other thing is, beef of the week is it is what it is.
Yeah, all right. Well, I don't. Mine kind of sounds shit now.
No,
I'm a very basic guy.
No,
there's some very basic things that can really piss me off.
No. I think a lot. In fact, I related to what you said because it's more on that, like I said on the Facebook post, when someone just posts something randomly to try and get you to ask them the question.
All right, let's dive into the world of the Olympics. Let's start at the start. The old opening ceremony, it caused a stir. And like I said, I didn't watch any of the Olympics this year. All I saw was what was going on social media, and man, the things just kept stacking up. It just felt like this Olympics was very controversial.
If you look back at the highlights now that were the opening ceremony and see it, I still look at it and go, is this a joke? Like, is this it's almost like the man in blue. That, the whole trend.
Well, the whole thing with the Last Supper, how they're apparently mocking that. And there's been two sides, they were mocking it and they deny that it had nothing to do with that. It was some other pagan thing they were doing. I don't know the story behind it, but whether or not they were mocking that, just the fact that they're dressed like this guy, no matter whether you offended a particular group or not, all of that aside, look at what this dude is wearing right now.
I can't believe it. As soon as
look at this.
Can I tell you what came to my head?
You can see the shape of his pee hole there.
Yeah.
This guy is not circumcised. I guarantee you that. That's how much I can see right now.
His left testicle hangs lower than the right, which is weird in itself.
And he's a solid 4.5.
Can I tell you when I first saw? Yeah, not even. Can I tell you what I thought when I first saw him? The song, I'm blue, if I was green, I would die. If I was green.
That's not the words, is it?
Is that the lyric?
I don't think so.
I'm blue if I was green.
Dabba die.
Let me just. You can't, what? I'm blue if I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die.
Definitely not the lyrics. Look at the name of the song. Blue
What's it
dabba
called?
dee dabba die.
Oh, that's just smoke and mirrors. That's not real.
Anyway, regardless, whatever it was, whether it was Last Supper or not, look at what this dude is wearing.
Yeah.
And this Olympics, I didn't watch it as a grown up. I watched it in my entire childhood. I would argue there is more kids that watch the Olympics than adults these days.
I wouldn't allow my kids to watch this, and that's straight up. Look, I'm a Christian loving man, I'm a spectrum. I'm open to everything and anything. But to me,
he may as well be naked.
Oh, this is not something I definitely do not want my kids to be watching it. And
what is he? He's just in body. Is that body paint or is it a full suit or what is it?
no, it's
I swear it's body paint. And is he even wearing undies?
mate.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was nothing but body paint.
looks
there.
like he's been painted with acrylic. See the shiny.
But just oh man, like look, he's proper naked. That stuff should not be on TV, regardless.
And can I tell you, just when you think that was bad, to the right of him, there's a bloke in black. He had
Yes, you told me about this.
one of his testicles out, and it's created controversy. Nutgate, actually, it's called Nutgate. Check that.
So
out.
yeah, you sent me this through,
Yeah,
and one of the guys in that lineup literally had his balls out.
exposed testicle. Now, okay, you look at sequins and you go, well, it's kind of acceptable on any other platform. Tight pants, okay, your nut falls out. That's okay. I've never had a nut fall out. In fact, if I did, I'm sure I would be aware of it.
You would know. You would know.
Yeah. Mine
Like it's not something you have like no feeling that you would never. Oh, I didn't feel that bruise. No.
I've had it happen, but mine popped out the top of my jeans. You know, to pop out there, I don't get. But
At the top of your wait.
Yeah.
What? Out the top of your jeans?
Yes.
Your nuts popped out the top of your jeans?
Yeah.
How the hell do your nuts pop out the top? And how much these things swing around?
Oh, it's a sensitive topic for me.
What are your things dangle? You could bring them up to your belly button or what?
I'm a little bit older than you.
Oh shit! So the rumors are true, eh?
Anyway, back to old mate here with the tight sequins. There it is, Nutgate.
Yeah.
And they're still talking about it, but yet on the main stage. Yeah, look, I still can't wrap my head around them thinking for a second that they can get away with this. Now Christians have taken this on board. There has not been enough backlash for mine. Christians, forgiving, la. Imagine if they'd done this to the Muslims.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. You know, it always seems all right to bash Christians. You know, and that because for whatever reason. But yeah.
Look, what sort of a message were they hoping to get across? I still can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. And it wasn't just that. It was, look, that goes on, and then they had some other thing going on there. But
all that, why are they dressed like this for Olympics anyway?
Yeah, I don't get it.
And like the whole transgender movement is just being shoved into everything.
I think 99%, and this is just my opinion, I think 99% of the population in the world would disagree with what they did. And I think it's why attendance viewing has been down. It has to be. So whoever controls these sorts of things, what's their agenda?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is to soften, get rid of masculinity so they don't fight back. Which is probably why men are shit on for absolutely everything these days.
Or they own a sequin company and they're pushing their clothing line. Like they're duck sequins on his testicles. If you actually look really close,
I haven't looked as closely as you, obviously.
Yeah, no, get right in there. I can see it right above his testicle. That's popping out. Yep, that's his testicle. Yeah, just that bright Yeah, they're duck sequins. They're beautiful. You can't find them anywhere. Hard to find. Maybe it's what it is.
Which moves us on to
other controversies.
the big one. The big one that involves an Aussie breakdancer of all people.
Well, you need to mention the comments that have come in on this. They're wonderful to read, and I've never seen anything more divided.
Yeah. We're talking about Raygun. Aussie Olympic breakdancer who has gone... I'm sure I don't need to explain this, but for the two people out there that don't know who Raygun is, the Olympic breakdancer who went in and absolutely took the piss during her routine, just went in jumping like a kangaroo around and like just holding her foot, just not doing anything but breakdancing, basically.
Doing everything but breakdancing, yeah.
Is that what I said? No, did I mess up?
Yeah. Look, I used to be in a breakdance crew.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man, you've done a lot of things. Bollywood, breakdancing, singing.
Yeah, I know. I was in grade 6. So I was in Redcliffe. And I used to wear these like, what's that colour, that off colour? Avocado. But not avocado. Turquoise. Colour pants. They're called admit ones. And my job...
Yuck.
Yeah, they were...
Breakdancing in that?
Yeah. They had zips. And that's pretty crazy for back then. But my job was I did the worm. And I did it really well. But I do the... Oh, like the wave. Oh, hang on, I need two arms for this. Wait. Oh, and the click, right?
This is what you were practicing earlier. Before we started this podcast, I shit you not, I looked over at Tony. We're doing a bit of research on some of this Olympic stuff. I look over at Tony one point. He's just doing these.
I know. I didn't want to
doing.
I was worried I might get.
He's practicing for this moment. Let us see it.
I was worried I might get a cramp.
Let's see it. You've got your stretches. Let's see your arm.
Well, I want to be absolutely honest in telling you that I was the weak link in the group. All the boys they were doing hot shots and windmills and everything. So I'd get in there. I couldn't just start with a worm. So I'd do a little body wave. Oh, and bring it back. And then I do a click. It was called a click,
I feel like you've got the movement. You just need a bit of WD-40 or something. It just wasn't quite smooth. You know?
There's arthritis. I won't lie to you. But anyway, that's what I did. But so I'm coming in as a breakdancer from my angle on this, and I've changed side.
I did it in year 6. I'm coming at the I'm a breakdancer. Trust me, bro.
It's grade 5 actually. But anyway, my original opinion was, look, she's just having a crack. It's a whole lot of fun. It's harmless.
Olympics isn't the place to just have a crack.
Yeah. And I just thought, why is everybody getting so upset? This young lady's just out there taking the piss and having a whole lot of fun, right? And that was my first thing. But as I looked into it, you sort of realise this is the first time they've had this event at the Olympics. God knows why.
Yeah.
But the first time.
Well, they're introducing a lot of different stuff now. So this was the second one for skating. Was this the first one for surfing, or was surfing in the last one too? But yeah, either way,
sure.
They're starting to introduce a lot more into the Olympics these days.
Yeah. So look, it's the first time it's happened. It's not like it's happened before. So they're sort of creating their own vibe. But then I thought about it and I realised, look, there's obviously a lot of professional dancers that have spent their life doing this. Now, Olympics come around once every 4 years, so you don't get many shots at it. So has she taken the spot from somebody else that really could have got up there and performed extremely well and maybe even won it, you know? So there's both sides to it. What's your angle?
Yeah, see, I can see two ends to this whole thing, like, one, okay, if you're looking at the Olympics, yes, the biggest sporting event in the world, and she went out there and took the piss. So it is, I do see the side where it's kind of disrespectful. It is, when there's a whole country of incredible breakdancers that probably would love to be in that position to do that. On the flip side, it's like, hey, maybe this girl just wanted to make a name for herself. Let's be honest, if she did a winning routine, if she won gold medal at breakdancing, we probably still wouldn't even know the name Raygun. Unless you're in that world, you probably wouldn't have known anything. So she's done a damn good job of putting her name out there. She's probably going to make millions of dollars.
Yes.
Pretty sure she's already been hit up for Dancing with the Stars.
That's what we've heard. That's what we've heard.
Don't quote me on that, but I've heard that she's already been hit up. But however much they pay for Dancing with the Stars judge. But
then you can see why people are up in arms. They're going, well, hang on, you're putting yourself ahead of your country.
Yeah, see, that's where the divide is. So, yeah. And look, coming from a social media background, I do understand, hey, if you want to make a mark on social media, you got to do something that's a slightly bit more controversial and just something just outside what the norm is.
Yeah, she's looked at something, she's gone, what do I want? Do I want a crack at a medal? And if by chance, 1 in a million, I do win it, I get to take a medal home? Or do I just do something absolutely outrageous and not take a medal, but take the piss and become known around the world and become like Hock-To Girl,
Yeah. So I think it's like a question of time and place kind of thing.
Yeah.
So was it the time and place? However, where else is the time and place to get that sort of, if you're going to do it, do you do it at the top? So yeah, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one. There's been some crazy comments, but anyway, look, I just think we need to get to the bottom of this. We have someone that we can call.
Yes. Because the question is, like, how did she get to the Olympics anyway? Is she actually an insanely good breakdancer and just decided to hop around like a kangaroo? Or is she kind of half-hearted? Because the whole thing, apparently her story is, I knew I wasn't going to beat them anyway. So, one, I lost respect when I heard, if that is indeed what she said, I lose respect in that sense. It's like, I'm just going to give up because I don't think I can beat them. That's never a reason to stop.
That's right.
But if that is the case, then was she the best one to be there? Is she actually a really good breakdancer or not?
Yeah, I like what you said. I mean, how did she even get there? Was it legitimate? What did she do to even get the position? And if it was legitimate and she won her place there, well, then that's a great thing, right?
Yeah.
And then it's up to her to decide what she wants to do. She obviously chose the way she chose as opposed to really giving it all she got. And for whatever reason, I guess we'll never really know until we get her on the show.
Yeah.
But we do have someone that we can call to get to the nitty-gritty of this. And I'm talking about the Oceania trials.
The what? The Oceania
dance.
So is that what this was? So it wasn't it's competing for Australia? This was like a whole Oceania thing?
Yeah, exactly. New Zealand, Australia and other countries.
Oh, so she wasn't even an Aussie athlete. Like, how does this work?
No, Australia, New Zealand and other countries.
But it's the Olympics. How do you join a few countries together?
No, this was the qualifying to get into the Olympics.
Gotcha.
So, and we know someone that knows a little bit about it. So I think we just need to give him a call and get to the nitty-gritty of this.
And so who is it exactly? So apparently you have a friend that is a friend of the selector.
Yeah, he was one of the judges.
Basically, the dude that selected Raygun to go to the Olympics.
Seems to be the case, yeah. His name's Paul. And this is a friend of the selector that chose Raygun.
Yes. And he's got the inside scoop. We wanted to... Here we go.
Oh, God.
Sure, Bo.
Oh, hello, Paulie. Can you hear us?
Can hear you, bro. Sorry. I'm just watching Barbie with my granddaughter, bro.
How are you, Paul?
Good, bro. What's happening, man?
Oh, not too much. We've just been chatting about Raygun, and apparently you got some inside scoop.
Well, what happened before the scenes? Like, how did she get selected in the first place?
The question is she a world-class breakdancer? Or because I know Australia has some incredible breakdancers.
Yeah.
How did she come to be to represent us?
Okay, so there was a regional qualifier last year first, and there's obviously rumours about her husband being on the board or the judging or whatever. Yeah, exactly, bro. So if anyone listening, whoever wants to go and check it, Oz Breaking, all of the judges are on there. All the members of the committee are on there. Her husband's not part of that process. Now he is in the team, obviously the Olympic team. He is a coach, but nothing to do with that selection process. So pretty much. So what happened was they had that regionals. Then her and a couple of other people went over to Belgium to try and qualify. Right, they placed like 80th and 64th and like really, really bad over in Belgium. All the Australian and New Zealand competitors. Obviously, the girls over in Europe, the big girls in Europe and throughout Asia are next level. So the breaking scene here in Aussie and New Zealand, Oceania is very, very small.
Can I just confirm, is breaking and breakdancing the same thing?
Yeah, the same thing. But I suppose the misconception is because New Zealand, well, mainly New Zealand and Australia, obviously, but mainly New Zealand, they've got Periscope, royal family. They've got world-class hip-hop dancers that have danced. They danced with Rihanna and we've got danced with Chris Brown and Jennifer Lopez, all of these top names. And I think the misconception is because we have such good hip-hop dancers that we have great breakers.
Okay. Yeah,
and right, and it's so far from the truth. The breaking scene in Australia and New Zealand is so small. All of the competitors know each other, bro. You know what I mean? It's a very very small scene. And you wondering why a 32-year-old white woman who's a lecturer got in? It's because there's just no one else doing it, man. And I know there are other biggers out there that are great, but the whole process is like, first of all, you have to register. Now, half of the decent ones didn't even register. They got family commitments, work commitments, you know what I mean? So a lot of them didn't even register. Then they had a Oceanic qualifier. Now, my cousin Rush was on the panel for that. There was 10 international judges, none from Australia. He was the only one that represented, Australia and New Zealand. There was only one white person on that panel, bro. So I know this thing of she took someone of color's place and she took someone more worthy's place. It's the furthest from the truth. It's if you jump onto the ABA, all of the ciphers are on there, all the battles are on there. You can watch the final between her and Big Girl Holy Moly. There's 5 criteria for breaking. There's technique, there's style, and there's uniqueness, bro. Okay? And so what happens is, what you got to understand, when Raygun versus Holy Moly, all you're seeing is one battle. If you go into a battle and you've been doing one move, let's just say you can do a crazy flares to a head spin and into a freeze. If that's your only move and you do that in every battle, by the time you get to the finals, bro, it's marked down. You know what I mean? So even though she might have looked better in the final, I haven't seen the other ciphers and other battles, but apparently from what the judges were seeing, she was repeating a lot of the same moves. You get 3 chances, right, in your battle.
Yeah.
Obviously, they can't judge you against anyone else. They can only judge you about the questions that you're asking of your opponent, and then what they're giving you back. If you know what I mean. There's like a whole judging process that people don't understand. And if you watch their battle, it's online. You can go and watch it.
And this is the battle that got her the position to represent our country. So
exactly, bro. Exactly.
She earned the position.
So she is a fantastic breakdancer, I'm guessing.
Well, that's questionable. It's more that the bigger question is that there's just no more representation in breaking anymore.
Why do you think she went the direction she did then, and obviously just take the piss in a way, I guess?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So this is my opinion on it, and from what I've heard from like other sort of guys in it. So when you verse someone, obviously you've got to put. I said about the 5 disciplines, the 5 criteria. One of them is uniqueness, bro. So she was never, So and she has to answer what the other people put down, right? So if she's battling someone that's got crazy power, you'd be stupid to try and battle that person. If you know your power game's weak, you're wasting your time battling that person with power. Right. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So for her, from what I understand, it's probably a really, really stupid move from her part. I'm not taking away how ridiculous her performance was. Not at all. I think if she had her time again, she probably would have done a couple of things a little bit different. There are points marked on uniqueness. Clearly she didn't get any of those because she scored a 0. But
surely you could still do it in a bit more of a non-take-the-piss way, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man. Like I said, man, I'm not trying to stick up for it at all. All I'm saying is that the whole witch hunt that people have drummed up online, and they're trying to get an investigation. The investigation's already been done by the Australian Free Press thing. It's already been done. There's nothing else going to come of it.
Nothing to find,
15 girls. So, sure, there's plenty of better breakers out there. Sure. They didn't turn up all on the day, just didn't perform, bro. It's unfortunately, man, it's not an exciting story of who done it and who done it. It's she turned up on the day, she won her battles, and then she done a horrible performance at the Olympics, man.
Thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Good, bro. No worries, brother.
Good on you, Paulie.
Okay, see you, bro. Bye.
Wow. There you go, eh?
What a explained extremely well.
Yeah, so so there's just not really a world of breakdancing, or it's just not big. And do you think it's a one of those things? It's like, and I know it was like a thing with skateboarding and stuff, when all this big competition skating, whether it be Street League or the Olympics and stuff, man, when that all started becoming a thing, everyone was like, it's a sellout move. It's a sellout. Everyone hated on it.
Now look at it.
Do you think that's the same in breakdancing or breaking? Breaking. Is that what they call it, breaking?
Well, I don't know, but I can tell you in the wake of the Paris Olympics breakdancing fiasco, Australia have now announced the next time they host the Olympics, they'll introduce the wanking as an event.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could actually go in this.
Yeah, you could. Men's and women's.
I've been training my whole life for this one.
And mixed doubles. So maybe Cassie can get involved as well.
Mate, I'll get done in 15 seconds flat. Don't you worry.
Not even 15 seconds.
We've thrown the question to the audience as well, and we've obviously heard a little bit of behind the scenes now. But let's jump on. Let's jump into the comments section and see what some of the people are saying. Natasha
Marie. Well, she's made herself a well-known name now. So if popularity was the goal, she's achieved it.
See, that's the thing. Do you think it was her plan all along? Do you think she, in her head, knew like, if I do this, it'll be world news, and I'm gonna? Was it a publicity play, or did it just turn out to be that way?
You're asking me personally. My opinion is it was absolutely a publicity.
So you think this was all on purpose? She knew that the world would take notice of this?
I believe she knew that she couldn't battle at the highest level.
See, that's the thing. It's like if you just know you can't beat someone, I cringe when people say, well, if I can't beat him, then I may as well just take the piss. I don't like that approach.
Yeah, I mean it reeks of that though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
surely
it does. Yeah.
Surely it does. And I know as Paul.
Well, she said that herself, so that is the case.
Oh, did she?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Okay. I haven't watched too much of the actual interviews, but you hear stuff along the way. We've heard from him. We heard from the guy at the bottle. You hear many stories, but yeah, apparently that. She has said that, she knew she couldn't beat them, so she went out to have some fun.
Yeah, she did. She did. In fact, Brett Mack, he's obviously legendary, the most famous dancer in the world. And you know what? You can't disagree with that.
She'll be the one Olympian from this entire Olympics that probably makes the most money off of being in the Olympics.
And then you've got Christy Campbell saying it wasn't disrespectful, just embarrassing. I'd be firing the selectors as they clearly aren't all there either.
Yeah, see, that's where that phone call gets interesting. Apparently, the selectors, they did correct. There was 15 people that rocked up to go for the Olympics.
Yeah, yes. I mean,
and she was the best out of those 15.
Yeah, she won the spot.
Yeah.
Tara McDonald, I think it was very disrespectful. Break dancers put in a lot of time and effort to learn their skills and choreography. Does she know that for sure? Anyway, we'll assume that she does. She made an absolute mockery of it, and that's what's so shameful. Anthony Nelson, maybe the Special Olympics. She would smash it. But this is the funny thing. Like you hear people say Jamie Van der Linden. I think it was a slap in the face to actual talented breakdancers, but the memes have been top tier. I haven't decided which has been my favourite so far, but it might be the curb stomping scene from Americanist. Look, he's swinging both ways just in one comment.
I agree with that though. Like to watch it, man, it was funny. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. But when you dive into it, it's like, okay, when you're talking serious about like serious competitive sports and Olympics, it's like you can definitely see the both sides of it. It's not gone one way or the other. It's like, absolutely, it was entertaining and funny as fuck.
I like this. Andrew Rays. It looked like she was having a seizure at one point. Embarrassing. Refused to believe she was the best Australia had to offer. How did she get there anyway? Well, we just explained that, obviously. But is the world looking at her and us thinking, is this the best she got? I don't know. They'll probably look at our prime ministers and go, is that the best? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of fun.
I just don't understand how, because I know there's a lot of good breakdancers out there. It's like, is it simply that they just couldn't be bothered and didn't want the opportunity to go to the Olympics? I struggle to believe the fact that so many people would just turn that down. It's like, did they know about it? Were the right opportunities there? Like, was there something in the fine print that they didn't like? Who knows? Why didn't these people go for it?
Well, don't you think the presidents were set at the opening ceremony with the trainings and everything else? But Zoe Lovell, she goes, between Raygun and Hook Tour Girl, everywhere I turn, I think I need to turn off technology for a while for my own
interesting few months,
sanity.
Yeah,
well, don't do that.
It's been an interesting few months.
You still need to watch the podcast.
Just listen to 4 o'clock somewhere. Guys, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It's all we ask of you guys. If you want to support this channel, that's all we ask. Just subscribe to the channel, hit that like, leave a comment down below.
Jade Taddick. I laughed at her, not with her, but definitely disrespectful to all the athletes and their families that spent years working towards this. Disrespectful to all the Aussie breakdancers out there that didn't even get a shot at trying out. And finally, disrespectful to all the taxpayers of Australia that just shouted this fool and her hubby to Paris.
Yeah, see, that's another thing too.
Ooh, that's a touchy one, isn't it?
It's like, it's all well and good. Aussie spirit, just taking the piss and whatnot. But we're all paying for it.
When we're paying for it, it stirs emotions, man.
Oh, yeah. Some people are really not happy about this whole thing.
Very unhappy. Yeah. It's
Alistair Boltook, gold medal worthy for the biggest joke of the year. Jade Coles, I'd act like an idiot too for a free holiday. Well, yeah. Jaden West, any publicity is good publicity. Seems like it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she's been hit up by Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, well, she's making a killing. Lobo Blanco, legendary, and FK, anyone complaining about her. There's no right or wrong to dance or do anything artistic. Some will like it, some won't. It's art.
But it's also the Olympics, you know?
Yeah.
This is competitive. I get it.
Come on, Lobo.
Do it on social media, you know?
It's the Olympics, Lobo.
Do you think people just don't take the Olympics as seriously these days?
Mate, when they started the way they started it with transgender opening it up and
girls with beards dancing around with their
I am blue. If I was green, I would die. As soon as I saw that, guy, I was like, mate, I'm off. Get out.
Justin Hester, I'm wondering if it was an intentional mockery of breakdancing being in the Olympics. This is what I was saying before. Like, do they just not like the fact that their underground sort of thing has now just been commercialized?
Good comment. And well, look, what's to stop them from bringing in pole dancing? Do you know what I mean?
I would probably start watching the Olympics.
I would, purely to support the ladies.
Oh, shit, I missed the gymnastics.
Gymnastics. I missed the gymnastics. Is that what
I missed the gymnastics, yeah.
Gymnastics.
Used to be my favourite to watch as a kid, eh?
I knew from the outset, bowls will win it. It's all done.
Pole dancing in the Olympics.
Pole dancing in the Olympics.
Brizzy, come on. Maybe you can make it happen, hey?
Maybe we could...
So, yeah, I guess general consensus, man, this splits people up. Like, everyone's on, there's two very different sides of this. Both equally, I think both equally have their justifications, you know?
Yes, but but at least we can agree on the fact that everybody's talking about Australia breakdancing right now. Everybody. Well done. Well done. Yeah. I'm going to applaud that. Well done, Raygun. You've got the spotlight on Australia, darling. Well done.
But fuck you, you embarrassed us. Also, man, I feel like this is the Olympics episode. I think we're going to have to call this the Olympics episode. Yeah. But Imane Khelif, is it the boxer?
Yes.
Who everyone thought was a dude, but then it turned out it wasn't a dude, even though the chromosomes were like a dude, but the chromosomes actually aren't a dude. I don't know.
The whole thing's very dudey. Oh, yeah. But turns out she's dudeless. Like she's a sheep.
Doodlist?
Yeah.
Doodleless, and always has been doodleless.
You know, it's funny. You know, everybody run off media, probably the most guilty, and everything that was said about her, assuming that she was not a female.
And man, that spread quick, man.
Have we even said her name?
Imane Khelif.
Imane Khelif. That's it.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think that's it. But now she's going on to sue everyone. You guys as well, probably. If you said anything about this, you're being... No, she's not suing it. But there is a lawsuit going on right now, and apparently people like Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling are involved. Yeah. Obviously, all the billionaires are involved. Yes. We'll sue the billionaires, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, no, she's going on a bit of a...
Do you know much about it? Like, why is she suing Elon Musk, say?
Yeah, well, okay, so this is from someone Booty, which is the legal representative or the lawyer or someone. Let's just say it's a lawyer, might not be, but I'm pretty sure this is the lawyer. Booty said the boxer was targeted by a misogynist, racist and sexist campaign as she won the gold in the women's welterweight division, becoming a hero in her native Algeria and bringing global attention to women's boxing. So let's go back to, she was being targeted by a misogynist, racist and sexist campaign. Let's talk about that for a sec.
Okay.
Let's start with misogynist. Come on. Like, misogynist is the hatred of women, but people were against this when they thought it was a dude being in a women's thing. No, I'd say this was supporting women. This wasn't misogyny.
Yeah, I mean, where were
That's a load of shit.
Yeah, that's right. No, it was in support of women. And this is the moment you ask, where are the feminists? Like, why aren't they speaking up, right?
Yeah. But like misogynistic, this had nothing to do with that. People thought she was a dude and they were standing up for the women. Don't call this misogynistic. Racist? Not one thing I've seen on this entire thing has been
Had
about
anything
racism.
to do with her.
Have you seen anything about her race or anything?
No, certainly not. No.
And a sexist campaign. Firstly, you're throwing in misogynist and sexist. Isn't it kind of the same thing?
I guess
But sexist, was this sexist? No. Once again, they were standing up for what they thought was a dude. And I'm saying that very clearly. They thought it was a dude fighting a girl. And so where's the sexism in thinking that that's not right?
I guess it was perpetuated by the fact that the girl she was competing against got hit a few times and then quit the fight and said that I'd never been hit so hard in all of my life. And then obviously rumours swelled around that thing. But then things are going to happen and things are going to change in time where a female boxer is just going to have more strength than previous female boxers have ever had. Like, that's bound to happen, right? Evolution. And maybe that's, in this case, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway, there's a lawsuit happening, and people like Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling have been named. So,
But
I don't think it's necessarily against these people.
But did Elon say something? Did he post something? What did he?
Do you know how Elon Musk was involved with this?
No.
I don't believe. I'm pretty sure this is how it is, but I don't believe he said anything. All he did was share someone else's post. All he did was shared a post from swimmer Riley Gaines, which said, "Men don't belong in women's sports." Okay. Elon Musk shares that.
Oh, so it didn't allude to the boxing.
He didn't even say anything. He just shared a post.
Well, everybody agrees with that statement.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees with that statement.
Who said this was anything about them? So I don't think there's going to be much that comes out of this whole lawsuit, especially on someone like Elon Musk and whatnot. But there is this, however, a prominent French legal blogger wrote that it is unlikely Mr. Musk or Miss Rowling would face prosecution, as French penal law doesn't apply to acts committed outside of France against foreign nationals. But prosecutors could press charges against those who sent messages if they were on French soil.
Okay, so they're safe.
So yeah, I think this whole thing's being blown out of proportion. It's great titles for an article. It's a great title for for the clip that I'm going to trim up out of this.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's going to come out of this whole thing. Yeah, it's
okay. So, but at the end of the day, she is a female fighter that won fair and square. That copped a global hammering.
I'd say there's probably going to be a few people that will get in trouble. Yeah, it's hard to know because Anyway, saggy, bald motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's just quickly, I just want to say one thing.
Can we go back to that?
Yeah, for the bloke that got his testicle out on the main stage, here's the sequin guy. Balls to the wall, champion. Well done.
No, I ain't cheersing that.
Just cheers.
I'm not cheersing that. No, I'll skull my drink, but I ain't cheersing that.
Right, cheers to me.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this one up here. I know it's been a bit of an Olympic special, this one. I didn't think we were even going to talk about Olympics. When Olympics were starting, I was like, nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, we won't even talk about it.
Yeah, we weren't.
But there's just been so much come out of it. So I thought we just had to bring it up.
Yeah.
But we will be back next week. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've made it all the way to the end, thank you very much. And we will see you guys next time.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Thanks for the dance moves, Tony.
Hey!